Hello, good morning, and welcome to my class. Welcome to my vlog. And today I'm going to share with you my experience in applying Acadsoc. And guess what happened? I failed. Yes, I did. I failed. So I hope that I can share with you some things about applying Acadsoc. And for me, failure comes with two different things. You fail to try or you fail to make it. So, if you haven't tried yet, you must try. If you have if you have computer and internet connection, you have to try. Take a try. Don't be afraid of failing. Failure is part of our journey here on earth. Okay, so let's start. I applied Acadsoc, so it takes more than a week before I learned, and I know that I fail. Not because there are some delays, but because there are a lot of things to be done, and because it is an online application, you have to wait for of course, the reply or the messages from the hiring agency or hiring company. Applied Acadsoc last week, Saturday, and I passed the application and I was scheduled for interview Monday. But nobody texted or called me, so I was afraid. What happened to my application? And I waited for an interview, so I sent messages to the HR. I think that's an HR. Yeah, HR of Acadsoc, and I asked why I haven't get interviewed, and they told me that the interviewer is not there. So I was rescheduled for Tuesday interview, and after the interview I pass and get a training, and after that we are scheduled for our final demo, and my co-group mates asked that it would be on Monday, last Monday. So yes, that was the schedule of our final demo. So it takes more than a week for me to learn that I failed because I have to undergo the demonstration and two. First demo I fail. I fail. Repeat, and the second demo I fail. So here are the things that they have commented in my demo. For that, I'm going to share with you that the the trainer, of course, the trainer and your supervisor, guiding you well. When you apply in Acadsoc, they will text you, send you messages and some tips just for you to learn and to make it to pass in the demo. But sadly, I didn't make it. I almost forget everything when I am not shy or I am not worried when I was in the demo, but I forgot something, some things that has to be done during the demo. And here are some things that they told me before. So some tips: don't forget to smile, to sound friendly and lively, use hand gestures, use chat box in a classroom always. Mistake or no mistake, give student praise. So these are just few of the tips that they're going to send you. Like this. Ask a student to read with guidance. Ask to read one at a time. Don't just read always. Explain in own simple words and examples. Synonyms, pictures, and gestures. Each word and expression. Make sure to explain in short, simple, and clear, easy for the student to understand. Always check students' comprehension. Do a recap, give tips, and ask the students if she or he has a question before ending the class. So this is the thing that I haven't done, doing the recap, because I was not so conscious about the time, and I was enjoying teaching. I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach and teach and teach and teach. So the standard time for teaching is only good for 25 minutes. So you have to end the class before that time and do the recap and end the class properly at 25 minutes. And I didn't make it. So in my first demo, the comment I got from them was late for the class, and it was a classroom problem because it is an online. So I click and click and click, and I can't enter the class. And luckily, they said that it's a classroom problem. So, but still, it is a comment in here. Seldom corrected students' pronunciations. So for me, because I didn't corrected them, or maybe because I don't know which are wrong and which are right. I can fully understand what they're saying or what they are reading, so I can't correct them at all. Joke. But if they have hard time in speaking words that are, or reading or telling words that have R, like ruler, like, define it hard to say that word. And the next one is seldom use the chat box to help teach. So yes, in the first demo I was reading a very long story and I forgot to use the chat box because I was so busy reading. Busy reading and explaining, and I haven't seen the time, and I haven't used the chat box. So this is the most important thing. You have to use whatever the tools that you have in there. You have to use it. And what else? Chat box didn't explain the part of expressions. Did explain. I did explain. For me, I did explain, but it wasn't good enough. So you have to explain and explain and explain. So the next one is didn't check the student's comprehension by asking questions during the class. I asked the student, but maybe this seldom because I was really busy reading and explaining things that are happening in the story. So that's it. So you have to, during the class, you have to ask them and let them answer, because your student in the final demo is also, it's not really a student, it is a teacher. Teacher or some critics. Just kidding. Yeah, that is not a real student. They are critics, so they know where and when you didn't make it. You know what specifically they are good, so they know what you should and what should not be doing. And here the next one is better to extend some knowledge and use gestures to help teach. So hand gestures, use it. So yes, you have to. And the other one is better to type more when explaining the key words in the sentence. Type, use the chat box. And better to extend extra knowledge when explaining. Extra knowledge. Don't just read, and read. Better to provide some specific suggestions based on student. Specific suggestions. That's it. This is the comment that I received during the second demo. And it is said here that a little obvious intonation and a little apparent accent of P and pencil. Whether to adjust camera orientation, was not familiar of the teaching tools, because when I encircle the word was the word desk, I failed to encircle it right, so I have to redo. And yes, I didn't use the eraser. I just keep on encircling it to make it circle. Circle. It's circle. It's oblong. Okay, and was not familiar with the teaching tools. I think that was the reason why I have this comment. I didn't make a good circle or oblong. And had a little filler during the lesson. So, because I told the student that there are four things that you see in school: the pen, the ruler, the book, and the desk. I think that was a desk. So the topic was very very simple, and I think, and I'm very comfortable that I would pass. And I fail. And what is the next one? Is so seldom to apply TPR to help the student. TPR, total physical response. I wonder why I always ask the student, and he answered well, so I proceed to the next topic. You can do this. Off cam. Next one is comprehend the target knowledge. Because maybe the reason that I was having this is I was not so familiar with the slides, so there are something that is stated in read and read and read and say, I think. So I have the teacher must read it first before the student, but I let the student read it first before I read it, so it is not good. And the other one is couldn't again comprehend the target knowledge. Couldn't guide the student well in class. Couldn't according to student age to check comprehension. I asked the age and I let her answer, and the answer was good, so I don't know. So couldn't provide supplementary tools relevant to the lesson of the topic. This yeah, I admit that I haven't done this because the topic was given to me right after our failed demo, but I haven't checked it during the night and that time because there are some things that happened, so I haven't checked it. I checked it the next day at 6 a.m. and only to find out that I can't open the link that they sent me for the topics that to be discussed, and you have to make a PowerPoint for it. And yes, but I was not able to provide supplementary tools like book or anything that just to help the student learn from everything. So yeah, and better give various rewards to interact the student. Yes, because I just keep on clicking the trophy trophy in the to some of the in the application. You just have to click the trophy. I also have a star for my prop star and heart and cookies. I have a lot of props actually, but I haven't got too prepared well in the demo because the topic was sent to me 10 a.m. and I will be having the demo at 10:30, and the computer had some you have to download everything, you have to edit everything, and 30 minutes is not good enough to prepare. So that's it. So if you will be having the final demo, you should do your best. Do your best that you can. Or maybe you can ask for more time to have the demo. If you are not ready, maybe they will consider. But for me, I didn't ask for more time. Yeah, I don't like to think more and more in a thing that I am going to do that is that can be done in that time. So my mistake. It's a failure. Anyway, good luck to any one of you who will be going to apply, and don't be discouraged. Just do your best. Just do your best, and yes, you can make it. If I haven't made it, you can. Just believe in yourself. You can make it. Bye bye, and thank you.